Welcome, Shafat's Networking, based on CCNA and CCNP. Today, we will try to understand some basic concepts regarding the networking. Most of students are confused whenever they enter in the networking field. They get confused with these concepts. So we are going to try to understand with practical and with theoretical in networking. So first of all, what is networking? So if you tell what is networking, networking is basically in simple terms, we can say that networking is how to send and receive the information among the various devices. So in networking, it maybe consists of cables, consists of networking devices, consists of routers, switches, and other devices. So it is the interconnection of all the devices by which they are trying to send the information from one among the devices. So today we are going to understand what is router, what is switch, and VLAN. So these are the three concepts in a very basic concepts in a networking based on CCNA and CCNP in networking, in routing and switching. First of all, we try to explain practically as well as theoretically what is router. As you know, router is a networking device which is used to connect different networks. Connects different networks. So if a router, if you have two networks, you have network 1 and network 2. So to communicate between the two networks, or maybe you have network 3. So to communicate between different networks, for example, network 1 will communicate with network 2 and network 2 will communicate with network 3. So here we can use a router. So router is basically a networking device. It is the basic definition of the router. We can say router is a device which is using networking to connect different networks. We can say router is a layer 3 device. Whenever we say layer 3 device, this means that we are dealing with whenever we connect with the network 1, with network 2, with network 3, that means we have different IP addresses. Different IP addresses. For example, in this network, in this lab, we have two different routers. One is we have two different network. 200.1.12.0 is one network here. It is a one network. For example, it is a one network here, and this is other network. Okay. So this is one network, that is 200.1.12.0 and 192.12.0. This is one network, and this is other network 1, network 2. So if we want to connect this network with each other, we have to use routers. So this router 0, router 1 are used to communicate with different networks. Now other thing is, I hope you understand this. Now other thing is that switch. What do you mean by switch? Switch we call it the L2 layer device which is used to connect device in a same network. For example, here we have a PC0, PC1, or you may have different devices in a network. For example, you have a small company, you have a router which gives information. You have to connect to the various devices with this network. How you can going to connect? You have to use router. A router will connect to various devices. For example, you maybe have a printer, you may have a PCs, you may have the other department which will be connected with the same network. Therefore, this 192.1.12.0 is an IP address by which we are going to connect different devices with the same network. So it is going to happen only when we have a very important device, that is known as switch. This is difference between router and switch. Router is used to connect different devices via different networks, while switch is used to connect wire we have to connect different devices within the same network. Now other concept is used, that's called VLAN. VLAN, what do you mean by VLAN? We have to try to understand what do you mean by VLAN. First of all, if there is a switch, for example, this is a switch, it has 4 ports. 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 ports. 1, 2, 3, and 4 ports. And we have two devices which have to connect with the network. This is will be the network here, network IP address 192.1.12.0/24. Now, if we have a two PC, this is a PC1 and this is a PC2. Now, these two slots are available for if we have to connect other device. Now, this is PC1 and PC2 are connected within the same network. If we have a connect other two PCs, we have a PC3 and PC4, which have to connect with the other network. So we have to use other switch. We have to use switch 2, let's call it S2. So it maybe have a four ports, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to connect here PC3, PC4. So these two ports are here are the reserved ports here. Also here are also two ports which are reserved here. So this means that these two ports will never be used if there are only two pieces in a network. So they will remain always unreserved. For example, if we have other network, we have to connect other PCs, so we have to get a other switch for that S3 switch. But what will happen? We have to, but these two ports are remaining unused if we have a limited number of PCs in a network. So we have to use a switch for two PCs. But to get rid of this, can there is any method so that we can divide this switch? We can divide the switch in a we can divide the switch logically in a two switches. Yes, there is a method. There is a logical method. There is a software method. There is a method by using commands by which we can convert the switch into the we can use it to connect with different networks. So that method, that switch is called the VLAN technique. So that is called the VLAN technique. What do you mean by VLAN? VLAN is VLAN is a technique by which we are dividing the switch logically. We can say virtually also, virtually, logically, or virtually into two or more switches. That technique is called the VLAN technique. I hope you understand this. So VLAN means VLAN. How we can use a command-based technique by which we are dividing so that. So for example, we have a PC3, so we can going to connect in the same switch. We are going to connect PC3 and PC4 in order to avoid the wastage of number of ports in a switch, and also other things. So we can connect. We can use the switch to connect the switch with different networks. So that technique is called the VLAN technique. Now, I will show you how to use the VLAN technique here. How to use the VLAN technique? I hope you already know that how to interface the connection, how to use the routing protocol, and how to connect. So I will going to show how to use the VLAN. First, if we go here, switch here, switch here. What you have to do? What you have to do here? Now, you have to remember one thing here. You have to remember one thing here. That is this. You have to remember one thing here. Whenever we use VLAN, there are two different ports are created. Two different ports or interface are created. You have to remember one is called the one port is called the access port. First access port. Second is called the trunk port. So we have to remember access port is that port where we access the VLAN. It can be so access port. Whenever in a switch there is a port, there can be a port. One port can be access port, and other port can be a trunk port. So there are two different ports in a switch. Whenever we create the VLAN, access port is that port where we assign the VLAN. Where we assign the VLAN, I will try to understand using practical. Trunk port is that is VLAN free. Either we can say that we are not going to assign any VLAN to trunk port. It is VLAN free. VLAN free, but if you have two VLAN in a switch, this means that trunk port can allow two VLANs through that port. That port is called the trunk port, which is VLAN free. We are not going to assign the any VLAN to trunk port, but it is by default. If you have a 3 VLAN, 4 VLAN in a switch, so we can say that trunk port can allow all the VLANs through the trunk port. So there are two types of ports. One is called access port and other is called the trunk port. Here, now here, now we are going to here configure the now switch. I am going to understand how to create the VLAN switch here. What you have to do here, enable this, then configure to. If we have here two PCs, PC0 and PC1, PC0 and PC1. For example, this PC2 has to be connected with, I'm going to do IP address here, 192 and 192.1.12.0/24. This means that now you have to try to understand. This means that one PC will work on this IP address, another PC will work on this IP address. So 192.192.1.12.0, 193.1.12.0. So PC0 will be assigned this IP address and this will be assigned this address. So this means the same switch is used for two different to connect to the different networks. Now what we have to use? We have to use create the VLAN. VLAN, we will make two VLANs. So this means that we have two networks here. So if you have two networks here, you have to create two VLANs. If you have three networks here, so you have to create three VLANs. Depends upon the number of networks you can going to create number of VLANs here. So this means that we have to create two VLANs here. Why? Because we have two network here. So VLAN 20. So I will going to, you have to your own choice. You are going to name which name you to your VLAN. So we are going to VLAN 10 and other VLAN we will create VLAN 20. So now we have two VLANs, VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Okay, now if for example is PC0, I will give here VLAN 10 this year, VLAN 10, and this VLAN I will give VLAN 20. Now this VLAN 20 is for PC1, and this means that the F0/2 is for VLAN 20 and F0/3 is for VLAN 20. So this means that these ports are access ports. Why? Because we are going to assign the VLAN to these ports. Because for F02 is for VLAN 10 and F03 is for VLAN 20. So now we have to use interface F0/2 to switch mode access switch port mode access. So I have to make it mode access. After that, I will assign the VLAN switch port access VLAN 10. VLAN 10. This means that I will access F02/to VLAN 10. After that, exit interface F0/3 is for other network. I am going to same thing, switch mode access, then switch mode access VLAN 20. So this means that I have divided the switch. I have divided two ports of the switch into two VLANs. One port is for VLAN 10, other is port for VLAN 20. Now what you have to do, if I show VLAN here, so if I show VLAN here, you're going to understand VLAN 10 is for 2 and VLAN 20 is for F0/3. These are active ports. Now what is trunk port now here? If you're going to see F01, so these two species will connect with the router. So this F01 is for which VLAN? So this means that we are going to use only one interface. This F01 is for both VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. This means that this F01, which is connected with the switch port, can be trunk port because it is VLAN 3. What you have to write here? T interface. Interface F0/1 switch mode trunk. Now I make this F01/port trunk port. Okay. So now I hope you understand that whenever we use access port, means if we assign the any port to VLAN, that's called the access port for the F02 assigned to VLAN 10. This VLAN F02 is responsible for the IP address to accept this network, and this VLAN 20 will accept this network. And this F01, so this F01 is for both VLAN 10 and VLAN 10 because all the two VLANs have to communicate with router. There is only one interface that's called the F0/1. This is called the, if you know, this is called the router on stick model. Why? Because we are going to use only one cable. We can say only one cable for both the VLANs. Otherwise, what we have to do, we have to use, if there are two VLANs, we have to use two interfaces with the router. One is for 193, 193, 192.1.12.0. Other cable will be for 193.12.0. At the time, F01 will, at the time, these ports will be an access port. But in order to get rid from number of cable, we can use only one interface. We can make that trunk port, which allow the both the VLAN, VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. I hope you understand this basic concept, like what is router, what is switch, and what is VLAN. So I hope you understand it. Thank you. We'll meet again in next lab. I will next